There's one admonition in Scripture, one particular Scripture that says, remember Lot's wife. Lot's wife, the lady who, when God wanted to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he gave Lot deliverance. And Lot's wife had deliverance. The Lord told him, don't look back. Don't look back. So as long as her feet moved towards new ground, God had deliverance. God had given her victory. God had extricated her the from the wrath that Sodom had incurred with him. Remember Lot's wife. It's amazing sometimes that she's only a few women even mention one of two or three women that were commanded by Scripture to remember. So even for New Testament believers, we're admonished to remember Lot's wife, remember her example. As long as her feet moved towards new ground, she had victory. But when she looked back, folks, how many times has God delivered us from something minor or something major? God extricated you, prayed for days for God to deliver you from those folks. God gives you deliverance. God heals your wounds. God bandages your inside and your outsides back together. In the end, the first chance you get, you go right back around them. Then you leave. I know because I'm a witness. I did it. I went just to hear a speaker, but you get those same old wounds with the same old folks that don't want to speak or play like they don't see you. You know you helped them. You know you knew them, and then they walk by you and don't say anything. Remember Lot's wife. It's amazing sometimes that we'll return to a place that God has already delivered us from. We'll go to a place that God has already extricated us from. We'll keep pigeonholing ourselves in these small circles when God has given us deliverance, when God has given us freedom, when God has made room for us, Priest Steve. We stay in the same old circles, meandering. It's almost like we don't try to figure out who moved the cheese because we want to go and look for the cheese in the same place. This is where God was. And God is so big, we need to go wherever He is. My brother and my sister, we got to remember Lot's wife. I don't care how good the man was. I don't care how good the woman was. I don't care how good the clique, the club, the crew, the posse, the roadies, the homies, the other elders, the other preachers, the other prophets, the other bishops, the other superintendents were that God has delivered you from. Don't keep running back and making yourself a voyeur for pain. The world's attitude. You fool me once, you dog me once, shame on you. But you keep doing it, shame on me. We're admonished to remember Lot's wife. That's a word to you personally because God has pulled you out of some things. God has given you swift access and accent, and He has given you freedom. He has given you the liberty to move on. And what God has set deliverance aside for you, He's prepared a way. He's prepared a table before you. And you keep going back to the homies, the roadies, the crew, the people that you shared affinity with for a good season of your life. Your past seasons many times are keeping you from moving into what God has designed for you. You don't know the greatness that God has in store for you, but you want to keep crying and trying to make yourself fit and trying to receive me, accept me, take me in. I'm not a stranger. Lift me, use me. Look, God has designed a place of abundance, a place of freedom, a place where He can do great and mighty things in your life. Our problem is we want to keep going back to that, what we're used to. Faith many times takes a step into the unknown. And we stick knives and daggers into our faith time and again because we want to keep doing like Lot's wife. And looking back one more time, are you bold enough to reach for that which is ahead and having the boldness to forget some of those things which are behind? That's my admonishment to you, you, and you, my brother, my sister, child of God. Remember Lot's wife, because sometimes Lot's wife's name, it might be Maria, it might be Deborah, it might be Tanya, it might be whatever, or Lot's wife is just a prototype of any of us. Lot's wife's name, we're talking about Lot's wife in an actual sense, but in a figurative sense, all of us can be Lot's wife, where we have the same problem. Some men can't move away from some places. Some women can't move away from some places. We got to be bold enough when God tells us to go, to abandon that which is behind, to let go of that which we have known, to attack our comfort zones, to reach for that which is before. Now, Lot's wife had sure deliverance, and she was willing to let sure deliverance go for one look at the old crew, the old roadies, the old homies, the old spot, the all white parties, or that thing that the enemy makes us think that somebody used to do it all night long. When the truth be told, some of the fun that we had that was forbidden was only for a few minutes. Remember Lot's wife, and let's not follow her example. Her example's left in the Holy Writ for those of us who keep going to the same old places to get the same that God has already called us out from. And then we use our flesh, our cravings, our lust, our proclivities, our leanings, our inklings, our inclinations to keep going around that which God has already called us out of. Remember Lot's wife. Be blessed.